Monday broadcast from California. We've got the lights on, the visor lights, because it's actually 5:46 in the morning, which is 8:46 in the morning Eastern time, so Denise has to get to work soon. You're excited about that, right? Excited!
Yay!
Yay!
We're working in the dark.
Yeah, we went to bed early, like 8 o'clock last night, I think. I was sound asleep by 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we did a lot yesterday, so Mike was tired.
Yeah, I was tired. And do you want to go over what we did?
Sure. So we woke up at this supercharger in Tacna, Arizona, and charged for a bit and headed out to San Diego. We saw sand dunes on the way and huge rock mountains. We saw the Mexican border. Got stopped twice at a checkpoint, but they just waved us through. We weren't the profile that they were looking for, apparently. And yeah, we charged in El Centro in Imperial County, and we noticed that everything was open. All the shopping is open. I guess that's all essential.
Well, Imperial, that was in California. That's right, because they stopped us at the border. One of the stops was at the California border. It's like they want to stop and search everyone just to go in the state of California.
Yeah, they were stopping a Ryder truck to look through the contents, but this car is small enough that they just waved us on through.
They didn't know we have all of our possessions with us.
Yeah, but the first thing I noticed in Tacna, which is Imperial County, that's one of the counties where the COVID is widespread. Everything was not closed. All the shopping was open and early, like 7 a.m. So people are out Christmas shopping. We're still wearing masks, of course, and using hand sanitizer. But I wouldn't say that California is closed.
They're not. It's not what you think it is. They've got selective enforcement, selective regulations, very selective. Some of which don't make sense. And as we found out, our people are operating in defiance of.
So we met our dear friend Jane for lunch at Peace Pies.
This is in San Diego, when we arrived in San Diego.
We arrived in San Diego and we charged. Yeah, and the first supercharger that we went to in El Centro, the mall was completely open. I didn't see any stores that were closed.
Yeah, it was like a normal day at the mall.
Yeah. Well, it was an outdoor mall, but still everything was open.
And of course, remember, if you look at our video yesterday, which was a recap, the one we did 24 hours ago, we were very concerned, and because apparently almost every county, with maybe one or two rare exceptions, in super rural Eastern California, out in the middle of nowhere, is supposed to have all their gyms shut down due to reaching this certain threshold with ICU saturation. Yeah. So we were thinking about we're not going to get showers in California, basically. That's what we thought 24 hours ago. But now, well, Denise will tell you.
We thought we'd have to go into Las Vegas for a shower.
And you made some phone calls. Right when we got into California, you started making some phone calls. I said, well, let's call some Anytime Fitnesses, because that's where we're a member.
Yeah, I called, and they're like, yeah, we're open 24 hours. Are you a member? Sure, stop by.
So that's going to change our whole... We're still going to have a similar loop plan of driving around the state of California, but now we're going to be able to be much more comfortable, get showers, not have to drive ridiculous distances to get a shower, because we can't... I don't even know if they're strict on the hotel bookings or Airbnb bookings, for all I know. I don't know.
We don't know. We're not going to try.
Yeah.
Let's limit our exposure.
Yeah.
So our dear friend Jane took us down to the Cabrillo National Monument. Cabrillo was a Spanish explorer who found this part of California. It looks really cool.
It's on Point Loma. Point Loma, which is northwest of downtown. It's a little peninsula that shoots out.
Yeah,
right?
Mike took a nice video of our picnic spread out on the bench, and everything was really good. So then we packed up and parked further down toward the shore at Point Loma to see the tide pools, and we didn't see a lot of critters. We saw some shells with snails inside.
I saw someone fall in the water.
I slipped and fell on a rock.
Yeah, right in front of me. I was going to do something, but there were rocks everywhere. I was concerned she was going to hit her head. Like, even if I reached to grab and couldn't get her, which I couldn't. I mean, she was just too far away, too far in front of me. But thankfully, you didn't hit your head on anything, but you got soaked. Your whole leg got totally drenched in the water.
My whole right side was saturated, both feet. I tripped over one rock and I fell to my knees on top of a small rock, but it wasn't big enough to hold me, so I slid off of that rock and straight into the water.
I'm glad you didn't hit anything though. That was my biggest concern.
Yeah, I made a conscious effort to keep my head up by putting my wrist down to break my fall, and now these wrists are sore. But it's okay. It could have been much worse.
Mm-hmm.
And so we after that we walked down to Ocean Beach Pier for the sunset. And,
yeah, Ocean Beach was kind of. They had some neat stores. They had like a People's Market and a couple plant-based restaurants. But like we've seen in California in the past, so many homeless people.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just a weird vibe. I felt like if I had to live there, I'd be trapped in a prison. That's just what I felt like. I'm just telling you, I mean, everybody wants to move to the beach, I guess, right? They want to be in Southern California. But I have a feeling it's not just that place. I'm not picking on Ocean Beach. California is just, it's one of the highest states of people exodusing, whatever, leaving. There's high exodus rates in California. It's one of the highest in the nation. They tax you like crazy. They overregulate like crazy. There's good weather, like they say, but because of that, there's a tremendous amount of people living on the streets, literally on the streets. If you haven't been to California, they stay on the sidewalks because that's public area, right up against businesses and things. So it's really depressing, if you ask me. The vibe is bad. I mean, I just saw on Strava yesterday, because I record stuff on Strava, or most of the stuff we do on Strava. Someone saying, "Goodbye, California. You're what did it say? Like, you're dysfunctional."
Get your life together and go to rehab.
Yeah, that's what it said. And that was pretty timely, because we're right away in San Diego. I'm seeing that. I mean, we didn't notice it at the mall when we were there, but there's malls everywhere. They're all the same pretty much. But the minute you get out onto the regular roads, we're in Chula Vista right now. It didn't seem quite as bad here. I guess you're further away from beaches. You're further away from urban areas here in Chula Vista, right? It's more of a central California. I have a feeling we're not going to notice that when we go to the national parks, national forests. We won't see that. But when you get on the coast, which is where everyone wants to be, and in Southern California, it's a mess.
Yeah, you meet all kinds of weird people. I saw somebody with a joint in his hand or riding a bicycle and talking real loud to other people. It was just
that stuff's legal now here. Yeah, it'll probably be legal everywhere. But like, I know I'm different. I'm a little bit. People think I'm weird, whatever. But I don't seem weird here at all.
No, you fit in.
They make me like totally normal. That's a problem. It's a major problem.
Yeah. So yesterday was our 2-year wedding anniversary. Yay, 2 years. We've made it 2 years.
I got a kiss? For 2 years.
So we celebrated with a CBD brownie from Kava Collective.
Yeah, I mean, we were going to have a kava in there, right? But they said, we walked in, before we got in, there was a sign on the door saying they're takeout only. But we did see some people staying there, but the seats were taped off. It was also weird. Yeah. It's like everyone's acting in defiance of all of the government orders. It's like the government says something here, but no one does any of it.
I have to run to a meeting.
Oh no. Did we finish up all we were going to talk about?
Yeah, it's fine.
I lost your light.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh. All right, so we'll do an update tomorrow. We'll see you guys later. We're gonna hang around San Diego today. I think we'll have more San Diego adventures for today.